when during the revolution, everybody make speeches. And there was a cook. The cook got up and made a speech. And he said, товарищи, наше положение кислое, как борщ. Но мы, покажем, или как это делают.
Да, я думаю, что вот здесь надо. Так, я попробую это сделать вот здесь. Нет?
Can fall down. It's a bit dangerous. Because you don't want to break. No, that's it. Да.
Может быть, здесь?
Yeah.
Да, сейчас я подвину. Можно? Окей. Да, отлично. Отлично. So our left competition do not happen anymore, and then revolution and war. So in 2013, one of my friends.
2015.
No, 13.
13, yeah.
Yeah, 2 years ago, almost 3 years ago. One of my classmates said, oh, I have an idea. I just figured out that it was our competition, and for 100 years it's never happened again. Let's try to establish again. So I said, great idea, and especially because for me it was special. I was studying at the Conservatoire in the Auer classroom, and this portrait that you have this in it was behind me all the years that I studied. And I studied at Conservatoire, and then I taught there for 15 years. Before.
You taught in the Conservatoire?
Yes, of course.
In
Leningrad, Petersburg, Leningrad, yes. I was professor of the Conservatoire, and I graduated, and then I got doctoral there, and then they invited me to teach. So I taught for 15 years. Then after Perestroika, it was absolutely impossible financially, because I got 21 students, and my salary was $50 for all of them per month.
50?
50. Yeah.
No, you're joking.
No, I'm not joking.
It's
no,
not
and
possible.
we survived.
Yeah,
it's okay. No, it's okay. I can do that. Yeah.
But $50 a month?
And a month for 21 students, and I supposed to teach them twice in a week, so 42 hours per week. Plus, I worked with quartet. Plus, for the money, I work at the Mariinsky Theater with the Temirkanov and Gergiev. So it was really hard, and especially I concentrate. I won the competition. Violin competition, then our quartet won 5 international competition as a quartet.
You won a competition with the quartet, you mean?
First of all, I won a competition as a soloist.
In which competition?
It was all Russian competition. Maybe something will say it was in 1985, and the first prize in this competition won the grandson of David Oistrakh.
The grandson?
Yes.
He was first prize?
He won first prize.
He's
yeah.
good value?
Yeah. And I won second prize, and everybody just asked me, you played better, and I asked members of the jury how it's happened, and one of the members of the jury told me, you're just Aranovskaya, and he is the Oistrakh. So I thought, at that time, that I should accept it. Not now. Not now. So after that, our quartet started, and we won five competitions, and we become famous, and the recordings, and so we have like 22 recordings, twice whole cycle by Shostakovich and Tchaikovsky, and you'll see something. Ravel.
Yeah, you leave this to me?
Yes.
Really?
Yes, if you listen to music. If you still listen to music. So the competition, we decided to do competition and portrait of the hour, and my friend told me it would be a great idea if we will try to find some relative of Leopold Auer. And I start to do my research. I research. Finally, because of the Facebook, because of the internet. I found
Great-grandson.
No, daughter. Both of them. Great-great-great-grandson and great-great-granddaughter. His great-grandson lives in Moscow, and he is not very in communication. He is not in music at all. But his great-granddaughter, she lives in Alabama. And I found the grave of Leopold Auer.
What? The grave?
Grave. Yeah, because even the relatives, they have no idea. I found...
Where is his grave? In Leningrad?
No! 20 minutes from New York City.
Ah.
20 minutes. And I came there, and there is in YouTube, you can see, I came there, I played for him. It's very strange grave. I mean, like, it's in a cemetery, kind of like Pantheon. And there is a big grave. There's Leopold Auer, and the second, and the middle, Auer, and the second grave is no name. And I understood that this is his second wife, because I checked the office, and they said this is his wife, the second one. But he doesn't want to put her name.
Why?
Because this is my question. Because when I came and I said, probably because relatives forgot about that, can I pay to just put her name? I know her name. And they said, no, this was a special request. So it was story. His second wife, she was his pianist. He got married in he came to St. Petersburg in 1868.
1968?
68, yes. 1868. 1868, he was 23. And he became famous, and he took place of the Wieniawski, because Wieniawski before taught at the St. Petersburg Conservatory, but he already was sick, so he was invited by Rubinstein to replace Wieniawski. And yes, yeah. So he replaced Wieniawski, and he became famous.
Wieniawski was still teaching.
Yes, yeah, and Vietan as well. Vietan as well, yeah. So we have all these documents that. So about competition, because I don't want to talk, I want to listen to you.
I'm listening to you. You tell me very, very interesting
stories. So I started to research. I found the great-granddaughter, and we invited her to St. Petersburg. And I found apartment of Leopold Auer, and we get there together. So during when we started to prepare this competition, I told that they invited me to be the head of the jury. And I told only in one condition, the director of the conservatory, current director of the conservatory, shouldn't be there, or I will be not there.
Why?
Because he is crazy man. He is very self-concentrated. He doesn't want to know about anybody. So I just told, and we start to prepare competition, because we do not ask money from the government. Suddenly, somehow, director of the conservatory, because he has a power and connection with government, he got known that competition has happened, and he is not invited. So he started war, real war against us. First of all, he announced, after 4 months that we announced second, we named it second Leopold Auer competition, because first was in 1911. He named his competition first, he got money from government, and he scheduled his competition 1 month before our competition. He invited his friends to the jury, and it was, it was a lot of conversation all over the internet, because of course I did not keep silence. I told everybody what's going on, because people get confused. there's 2 hour competition in one city with a difference 1 month. Can you? It's just in Russia. It's
So who did you?
So because of him, we try to ask government to help, because Leopold Auer, he taught in St. Petersburg for 49 years. I found name of all of his students when he taught. 254 students that he taught in. I have all names, and my grandson translated it because it was only in Russian. My grandson, he translated it into English so everybody can read it and find their roots, because, for example, so many people telling that they belongs to our school, but they have to know how. So I did a website which discovered, all the way how our become, from whom our become. And actually, I'm like granddaughter of Leopold Auer. I mean, like musically, because he has a student, Sergei Karguev. Maybe you heard this name. He has because he has absolutely incredible double stops exercise. Absolutely incredible. Before Isai, he did something that you need just 10 minutes to warm up. 10 minutes, and that's it. So
Show it to me.
Yes, I can send it to you. I can email it to you. Absolutely incredible.
Actually, I found here. I have a book. I'll show you about Auer. Don't know where I put it.
You mean the old Russian book?
No. It's in English.
Oh.
Well, I don't know. Maybe some Russian to it.
Oh, his book, or about him. Book about him.
Well, I'll find it.
Okay. Yeah. So because of that, nobody gave us money, but people already came to the competition. That was 70 people from all over the world.
To your competition.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And because of their no support, so one of my colleagues sold his apartment to cover competition. I have a debt of $30,000. Yeah, but we're okay. So next year, it's still, the director of the Conservatoire is still director. So because of this fight, we didn't get again money, but we were kind of like even, so we did not get. And after 2 months of our second competition, the third competition, he was fired. He was fired. So then we have nobody who against us, and we can. So this year it's going to be really, really great competition.
But his competition is still going on.
No. It was just one time. Yeah, the purpose of his competition was
just to destroy
he has, and whole city knows that he has a lover, young girl, who is his student. So he wants to give her prize, and the money that he got from the government, he gave her first prize.
She got the first prize.
She got the first prize.
Is she good violinist?
No, I can prove it because there is recordings. She then, of course, he pushed everybody. She went to Tchaikovsky competition last, and she even did not pass first round. She even did not, It was really, I've heard all competitions.
But she was in the last Tchaikovsky the last year.
Yes. So she was in the first round.
Did you
listen?
Were you in Moscow?
No. I listened on internet. It was open air. You can listen everybody, because there is my former student played there.
Who was that?
Daniel Avstrich, if you know this name. Daniel Avstrich. Avstrich, like ostrich. Ostrich, like bird. Yeah, yeah. And there's a couple of the. One of the participants was winner of our competition, so he got to the second round. He didn't pass to the third round.
That was a very funny competition.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Who you like at most?
But I didn't. Unfortunately, I couldn't hear. I was in Lugano for the Martyrs Festival. I'm sorry, I'm a little but a friend of mine, a young Japanese violinist, was in it, and I don't know. And she's a very good violinist, really. And she didn't get to. She went through the first. There were 3, yeah.
Yes, 3.
But she didn't get to the 3rd one. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I mean,
There,
there was a half Japanese and half
yeah,
German
yeah.
player too.
No, half Korean.
Half Korean.
She was good in the first round. She was
Yeah, I heard her. Yeah,
Yes.
very good.
in the first round.
But she was then 4th prize or something.
Yes, and this is ridiculous.
And there was no first prize.
No. And
the second
the
prize
second prize
was a
just
Japanese.
like no Taiwanese boy
Yeah.
from Curtis, really like middle. I was shocked
Yeah.
because in the first round, I thought that she gonna be
Yeah,
not touchable.
Yeah.
She played.
yeah.
I was listen her chanson.
I don't remember what that
Chanson poem. She played chanson poem. She played whole round in Bach and capriccious and everything. But chanson was for me like I was sitting and crying. I never last 10 years I never heard chanson like that. So she passed, of course, but in the second round I was a little bit upset because she played Greek sonata with such a dirty taste.
It was?
Dirty taste, I mean like vulgarity. Too much, I mean like for me, like Greek music already not something like,
No, but it's like
yeah, it's nice music, but if you play a little bit over, then that's so, and she played much over. She played Mozart, okay, she played Tchaikovsky, so, but it's not comparable with this
There
boy.
was a girl, Mayu Kishima.
Yes.
She's a very good
Very
violinist,
good,
and I
yeah.
heard 2 of the.
Yeah, it was
And she was
ridiculous, yeah.
eliminated for the last one.
Yeah. I can tell you, most of the possible competitors, they were kicked out on a preliminary round
Why?
because this is how competition is going on.
I know, but I mean that's why I hate competition in general. I mean.
You will love our competition because there is I'm staying with the sword, and
No, I mean there should be 2 or 3 or 4. Now there are about 150 competitions, and there are young people who go from one competition to the next one.
yeah,
It's like a whole.
yeah, of course.
And they play afterwards. They play afterwards also like if they play. I mean, I remember I was doing master classes in Salzburg, and I had one year there was this young fellow, young boy. I mean, played very well with a lot of feeling. And next time he comes, he plays like this: da di da di da di da di da. I said, "What's the matter? What's happening?"
What's going on? Yeah.
He says to me, "I'm preparing a competition." So you see, in a competition you have to play very correctly.
Yeah, so this is
that's
not our
ridiculous.
competition. Maybe because of that people wants to go because it's kind of like, first of all, there is absolutely no way that can be something like in between jury, some this discussion. Everybody just put the numbers, or we decided first 2 rounds to say. I mean, we have 2 groups.
Yeah.
One young group from the diapers to 17. I'm joking. Yeah, just from age maybe 9. Whoever wants to compete, 7 they can compete. 7 to 17, and then next group from 17 to 35.
I thought you said from 17 to 70.
Next one.
Maybe some people should come after
Yeah.
they're dead already.
Yeah. So
10 years after you died, come to the competition.
yeah. So for the young group, for junior group, for young group.
You have different compartments. So one
Yes.
for young.
Yes. So it's kind of like 2 separate groups. For young people, there is 2 rounds, just 2 rounds. They playing something, different pieces in the first round, whatever they want, the frame, and then Second round, any concerto, first movement or second and third movement.
Наше положение кислое как борщ.
But for an adult group, there is full first round.
They can commit adultery already.
They have to play Paganini first round with no piano, so Paganini and Bach. That's it. Second round, they can choose 3 different epochs, and the third round is concerto with the orchestra. Complete. So we will have this year 9 members of the jury, 9 from different countries.
One
so
of each.
No, it's gonna be one judge. He former student of Leonid Kogan, but he lives in the United States. And
What's his name?
Livon Ambartsumyan. Another one originally from Argentina, but he studied in Moscow Conservatory with Marina Yevshvili. Maybe you know this name. We will have one Taiwanese judge. If you will pronounce right now that you agree to come and judge and to be head of our jury.
If you think I'm sufficiently...
If I will not think, I will be not here.
Maybe can I wear a hat or do I not have to?
I can give you mine if you wish. It's actually very nice hat.
Can I bring this chocolate with me?
If it will still alive, yes.
If I'm
but
still alive, yes.
I promise you that there's gonna be a lot of chocolate.
And when are you planning to do it?
October 15 to October 23. So I will come to Paris to go with you.
Take me?
Yeah.
You put me in a cart and you push me?
No, just because I don't want you to pass customs alone. Somebody.
Well, you think otherwise I cannot pass customs?
No. But this is question.
I don't know what they do when people have a lot of gold teeth, for example, and it rings. You have to cut their head.
You're kidding, but there is big problem in Russia. When you pass in the customs with the instrument, there's this headache.
I know. I had when I had problem with that. My God, it was really terrible. I can't remember very well, but I really should write all this thing because I'll forget afterwards. You make me think about it. But in Leningrad, actually.
Yeah.
Hello. Oui. Yes. How are you? What? You're in which town? In my town Paris is my town. Well, never. Are you playing? What are you playing? Oh, wonderful. With which orchestra? Formidable. What's his name? Stanislav Kochinovsky. Yeah? I would be very happy, of course. But, well, right now I'm in the middle of an appointment, actually. And tonight I was supposed to have dinner with a friend, but you can, yeah. But let him not die before he meets me if he wants to die. He's dying to meet me, so he shouldn't die now. Can he wait for a few days? Huh? Yes. No, so I thought you said he has to go to the cemetery first. You think? Listen, yeah, now it's about 3:30. Why don't you call me around 5 or 6? Okay. But why don't you give me your number too? If I have it, I don't know. Just a moment. I probably have it just in my, but it's in the telephone, so I can't say. Huh? Yeah, but call me before you come, okay? Okay, so I can put a little, pudrenica, a little...
Напудрю нос.
What? Oh, it's 11 Rue Bernard, like Bernard, Palissy. But you've been here before, no? Yeah, so it's Rue Bernard Palissy. P like Peter, Bernard like Bernard, Lenny Bernard, you know. And P like Peter, A like Apple, L like London or love or Lake City. Now just what I'm getting mixed up in time. Bernard P-A-L-I double S like Susie and Y. Rue Bernard Palissy. It's just Saint-Germain-des-Prés, you know. But call me as you come because there are codes and I'll give you the codes when you're there. Okay? But, okay, darling. Yeah, see you. Bye. But you know they are Margulis family.
Of course.
But that's Alisa Margulis.
Really?
You know?
Yes, of course. We are friends. You know, we never met in person, but we're friends on the Facebook. Yeah. And of course I know Margulis because he's from St. Petersburg. Yes, I know. I mean.
And she's apparently playing Sunday or something.
Oh, really?
Concerto.
So, our competition gonna be dedicated to Prokofiev this year because this is his
Anniversary.
yes.
Yeah.
So
he died just almost on the same day as starting.
not almost, exactly in the
3rd
same
of
day.
March, 1953.
Yes,
right?
exactly. 5th of March. 5th of March, 1953.
3rd of March.
No, 5th.
5th?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was, of course, you know, everybody was crying. And about Prokofiev, it was that much on the newspaper. Yeah. So I will come. Yeah, about the customs. There's if you're going with your instrument, you should have something like showing that this is your instrument that you bought here and such thing. I don't know.
Yes, I know.
Do you, if you will come, would you play something?
Would I play something?
Yes, or play
you want
with
me to
somebody.
compete too, maybe?
Yeah, not
what
compete.
you could do?
Do not compete.
I can disguise myself with long hair
Okay.
and I come and compete. And I play very badly, you know.
And we will then do not let you pass. Even you, Ivry.
Then I go back to the jury.
Yes, of course.
Play, I don't know.
Yeah, so would
What do you
you...
mean play? To make a concert?
No, not whole concert. I think it's gonna be just one concert for members of the jury.
Oh, I see now.
So we can do something like duos or, you know, like chamber music or...
Oh yeah, maybe we
Yes.
have to play a quartet or
Yeah,
trio.
quartet, quintet, trio,
Yeah,
whatever.
why not the Schumann quintet?
Schumann quintet, yeah.
Mendelssohn trio. So.
Yes, Mendelssohn trio, whatever. Shostakovich.
Oh, why not?
Shostakovich quintet probably too
But
long.
that I don't
Okay,
play
whatever, because I can be second violin for every... I never played second violin actually in my life.
Allô? Oui? Oui, Natashka. Mais écoute, là je suis en rendez-vous avec... Qu'est-ce que tu fais toi? Appelle-moi plus tard, parce que là je suis en train de discuter parce que pour une chose que... Pour faire un concours...
Leopold Auer.
Hein? Leopold Auer. À Leningrad, oui. Et la dame, oui. Замечательно, да.
Does she speak Russian?
А?
Does she speak
Yeah,
Russian?
she speaks Russian, yes.
Okay.
Она говорит по-русски.
Отлично. Я тоже говорю по-русски.
Она тоже говорит по-русски. Toi, écoute, là, je comprends plus rien, alors. Quoi, qu'est-ce que tu as dit? Ok. Bon, écoute, appelle-moi plus tard, ok? Non, une heure, ok. So, ciao.
Yes, so we can discuss whatever you want. We can play some duos.
Yeah, but this is not...
no, it's just one concert for jury, you know.
One concert, everyone will play something.
Yes, not everyone. Who wants? I think.
But you know who the rest of the jury is?
Yes,
already.
of course. It's 9 people, so...
But would you mind if I would like to...
Yes, I will send it to you. If you wish, I can write down.
Yes.
Yes.
But...
Do you have
No, I have to find a piece of paper. Oh, there's a big disorder here, yeah. But it's, oh, God.
What about that? I found.
Just a moment.
It's nothing.
Oh, but you can't write it on this. Take all this off.
I will write it. Okay. So, can I put your name first?
Yeah.
Okay. Chairman. What do you prefer, head of the jury or chairman?
Well, chairman sounds very, very...
Yes, chairman.
No.
No?
Sounds very...
Okay.
I don't know, chairman.
How you want to call you?
But whatever you want.
Okay, okay. Alla Aranovskaya, I'm gonna be your secretary.
Hmm?
I'm gonna be your secretary.
I see.
Okay. Okay. Livon Ambertsumian. Alejandro Drago. This is the Alejandro Drago.
I know the name, I don't know what.
Argentina. So this is Russia, USA. Alejandro is USA, Argentina, Argentina, USA.
But you live now in America, that's why you...
Yeah, I emigrated because I told you $50 was not enough. And we got, and have you heard about Oberlin Conservatory?
Berlin.
Oberlin Conservatory.
Yeah, of course, that's where,
yeah, so,
where is it actually?
Ohio, Cleveland.
Cleveland, that's right. You know.
Yeah, so we taught there for, I taught there for 7 years. And then this was a big mistake. I applied, you know, because it was crisis, so we got position quartet and residence there. And also I taught my private studio. But then it was mess at the conservatory because conservatory got money from some wealthy people, and the director of the college used this money for science center. So dean of the conservatory quit, all the professors quit, and levels get down, so they have no money. And in 2004, we just stayed in Oberlin. We had like 100 concerts per year as a quartet. We don't need to teach. And then in 2008, it was crisis, financial crisis. And we're supposed to, you know, the numbers of the concert dropped enormously. We almost cannot live on that money. And we start to find different position. And we found Wichita State University. It's in the middle of nowhere. It's right exactly in the middle of the United States. 200 miles from Kansas City, 200 miles from Oklahoma.
200 miles for everyone.
Yeah, just. Have you heard about the story about Dorothy story? Dorothy story about Dorothy, the girl who was, hurricane took her. Have you heard this story?
No.
This is kid's story, very
She
famous.
was taken
By hurricane to the, strange country, like.
She was.
Yeah. So this is story. It's called also Wizard of Oz. Wizard of Oz. So this was exactly place when we spent 5 years.
No, but are you talking? That's a true story about the girl taking the.
This is no, it's not real story.
It's a story.
Yes, not real story. Not real story.
Could be.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I was there a couple times. It was tornado. Very, very scary. I was sitting in the bathroom, like with my violin and computer. It was scary. Yeah. So we got there, and I understood that I got to swamp. Do you know what is swamp?
Mm-hmm.
There is nobody. So my first week was like nightmare. Can you imagine kids coming to the university, they apply and then get into the university at age 18, 19. They have no idea what is the arpeggio. They have no idea what is double stops at all. So I was shocked totally, because I came from the conservatory where scales, this is like you, before brushing your teeth, you're going to play scales. If you're not lazy like me, I didn't. So I started, and when I get my interview, I told them, I'm interested in this position only if you will let me to little bit increase the level of the local students, because you have nobody who can even play in your school orchestra, because they don't know what to do. Simple Handel sonata, you can spend whatever. So, and maybe I was dumb, maybe I was just too honest. So in one interview, the newspaper, local newspaper, came to me and said, oh, famous, because we are Grammy nominated, we have many prizes, best CD in a year, such thing. So they came, such a famous people came to Wichita, so they interviewed me. And I said whatever I thought. So I said that, for example, in my opinion, if kids playing 10 years and after 10 years have no idea what is arpeggio, what is the order of the arpeggio, it means that their parents for 10 years just throw away their money. Of course, immediately they put it in internet, in newspaper, and local symphony, because they are teaching them. They become my enemy. And the rest of the 3 years, I was fighting, just fighting with them, because it's so out of any professional range. And I was put myself in a situation that we have to leave, because I have to apply for the tenure, to stay, to get a salary. At the same time, I don't want to do it. So I got really, really deep depression. In January, when I just started to apply, it was my 5th year, and I applied for the tenure position. And I started to collect that much of my success and such things, and I become more sad, and I got really, really deep depression. Even you cannot imagine that I can be in depression, but it was really close to commit suicide every single day for 8 months, until I decided to quit this school with no salary, nothing. I just quit it, and I quit not just school but my colleague who I played with for 30 years, because to get this $50,000, he kind of like forgot about where we studied, what we studied. He just become one of them. And I don't want to play with his colleagues. So I organized new group, absolutely fresh. And the violist is still the same. We're playing with him 10 years. And the second violinist is my student who I brought from Mexico. And I prepared him 5
You're
years.
talking about the quartet now.
Yeah, because
So you formed a new quartet.
kind of like, no, I'm the same. I'm the same. So it's the same name, St. Petersburg Quartet. But this, the violist is the same, like 10 years ago. But everybody complained that I'm not playing anymore with cellist who I played for 30 years. But I don't want to play with him because I cannot play with somebody who is not honest.
Who is not honest.
Yes, not honest musically and not honest as a human
But you
being.
played with him for 30 years.
Yes, and it was my mistake.
Mm.
I right now
It's a long mistake, 30 years.
yes, unfortunately yes, yeah.
How can you make a mistake for 30 years?
Because probably it was fear that, oh, we're so successful, you know, like name of the quartet, we have to keep playing together. And I,
So now there are two St. Petersburg quartets. I don't
no,
know.
no, 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 no.
But
He-
you have your quartet now.
Yes, St. Petersburg, because even, you know, it was funny story. At one point in 2009, I decided to get a name, I mean like, you know, the company name, St. Petersburg Quartet LLC. And I asked everybody, members of the quartet, do you want to do it with me? So we will split equally, 4 parts there. Yeah. And it was, we need to pay just $400. He said, I don't want to pay $100.
I don't
Yeah,
I don't
so to register the name of the St. Petersburg Quartet, I mean like trademark, trademark,
I see.
yeah? We supposed to pay just $400. And he just,
Who's he?
cellist,
Not the same.
yes, cellist, he just said that I don't want to pay $100. I don't see the reason why we should do that. And I said, okay, I will do it. Me and violist, we will do that. Second violinists do not care. So we registered the name of the St. Petersburg Quartet under my name and his name. So right now we are having this company and he cannot complain anymore. Yeah, and just, I don't know. It was long story. This is not the story, not the reason why I came. First of all, I came about the competition with Leopold.
Yeah.
And secondary, I came to talk to you about Josephe Haside. If you,
Josephe Haside.
yes, because I'm planning to organize competition under his name. Because this is violinist who I actually discovered his name not long ago, maybe 10 years ago, maybe less. And it was just 9 tracks and 1 CD. And when I heard that, first of all, I want to stop to play violin. Because, and especially when I read his story, that he stopped to play at age 16,
No, not age 16, no.
41, 1941
Right.
was his last concert. And then I
His last concert was a Brahms concerto. No,
Brahms concerto in London.
in London. I was there. Yeah.
Yes. After that, they put him to the Cuckoo Dome.
But he was my friend. We were together.
Yes. So I want to tell you whatever you remember about him, because I'm researching right now his history. I found his grave because I contact the.
Where is he? Where is he? In England?
He's in England next to the hospital where he died.
Epsom.
Yes. Yeah.
That's where he was.
So,
for,
yeah. And his father died
I knew
year
it very well.
before, 1 year before he died.
1 year.
Yes, just 1 year. So he was alone. and I couldn't. I tried to find the other because he has three other siblings.
Yeah, but they probably died during the war. They were killed, no?
Maybe I cannot find. You know, I even sent the letters to
I never
Poland.
met them. I mean,
Yeah, I was planning to go to Poland to the place where he born, but everybody told me that there is no archive. Maybe some of the archive was saved in Israel because somebody told me that before Second World War, because Hitler before, they took some archive to Israel and
what archives?
of the little towns in Poland.
He was born in not in Częstochowa, no.
No, Poland.
Yeah, I know, but which town? Not in Warsaw.
No. It was little town. It's called. Let me pull it down.
No.
I'm old. Old. I forget him. It's near Kaliningrad.
I knew his father, of course. I mean, my mother and his father were friends. I mean.
His mother died when he was 10. So I was hoping to find any siblings, to find, because I want to.
I don't know. I never heard about his brothers.
It was three more. Three more.
Maybe I don't know, but I never met them.
Yeah. So.
But they stayed in Poland. They probably were killed.
Yes. Yeah, maybe they died.
Where were you born, actually?
Me? St. Petersburg.
Oh,
yeah, St. Petersburg. So, this is the... Can you tell me what you remember?
What can I tell you? What can you tell about somebody? I mean, we lived together practically.
Okay.
We saw each other all the time. I mean,
So
we had a game, who can spit further. So we would stand like that to see how far it goes.
Yeah, but did you feel anything about his sickness, or did you?
Well, I mean, at the end, I went to visit him afterwards at Epsom, but at the hospital. He was just like this. I mean, he didn't even.
Because they gave him some medicine, or they did lobotomy.
But they did the lobotomy. And as I say, the operation was successful, but the patient died. So.
Yeah, they sent me. I contact hospital. They sent me the final. So he died of the meningitis. So probably during the operation, some infection came to his brain, and he died of the meningitis. This is what
I don't know
record.
about meningitis, but I mean. Obviously, the operation was something that killed him.
Yes, of course.
I don't know why. I don't know who decided to operate.
But why they put
his father?
Yeah.
His father was dead already, and the only jurisdiction maybe had was the household management. He was his manager.
Yeah. Actually, he never. The Jewish community of Epsom. They buried him. They took care about his funeral and such things, not hospital. So it was Jewish community, and I'm waiting answer from them. So maybe they will send me information where is the grave, and I will go there.
I don't know where the grave is.
Yeah, but you know what I've discovered? Do you know anything about? I discovered in some article that he fell in love with one girl, but parents...
Elizabeth Lockhart.
Hmm?
Elizabeth Lockhart.
Elizabeth...
Elizabeth.
Can you write down the name?
What did you hear? What did I say?
You cannot imagine how many nights I spent...
What you say you heard?
So,
what is the story?
The story that I've heard that they fell in love, but parents was against. So it was like story from Romeo and Julie or something like that. Montecchi and Capuletti. I mean, do you know? Yeah.
No. The parents, her parents, said they wouldn't let her marry or something, a Jewish boy.
Oh, she was not Jewish.
She was not Jewish. She was Scottish Irish. I knew her very well. She was.
She was beautiful.
She was. look, I was very young myself at the time. I mean, she was okay, yeah, she was a nice girl. But she married later on, she married Walter Legg. You know who was Walter Legg? But Walter Legg was terrible man in many ways. And he was Jewish actually himself, but he hid it. He was anti-Semitic, I mean, you know.
Crazy.
But he was the head he was in charge of recordings for HMV, I mean, his best voice and so forth. And,
Okay.
she married him.
Yeah. Did you attended the competition that in 1935 that he played?
No, I didn't
No,
know him.
no, because you were probably just 13. He was 12.
No, we were.
You were
We're just a
since.
few months difference.
Yeah,
He was
yeah,
born
yeah.
the beginning of 23 or something, yeah?
No, not beginning. October.
October 23. Okay, he was a
23,
year
yeah.
young.
October 23, and you're in 22. What month?
25th of August.
Which one?
25th of August.
We're both Virgos. I'm August 30.
Oh, really? But
Yes.
I'm on the tail of the
Leo.
Leo and the
Yes.
entrance of the Virgo.
Yes, yes.
Anyway, what was that supposed to
Oh
be?
yeah. The name of the girl. Name of the girl. Elizabeth.
Elizabeth Lockhart.
Maybe there is some.
No.
I'm researcher, so I found a lot of stuff.
But I don't
Do you
think-
know what I want to show you?
Hmm.
I want to show you my bow.
My what?
My bow.
Your bow.
Yes. Yes, I want to show you my bow.